All right. Are we about to raw down episode 1?
Looks like it.
Well, hello everyone. It's raw down. It's me, Tyler, again. Oh wait, shit, no, this is episode 1. Episode 1. This is the first one getting uploaded, but we've recorded 2 other ones for SmackDown. Here's my other. Who's on this podcast?
I'm
Who's
on
here?
this podcast.
What's your
At least
name,
I
pal?
think I'm on. My name's Nico. That's about all I know. But I was invited here graciously to help share expertise and conversation amongst you all.
Who else we got?
My name's Martin. If any of you freaks find out anything about me, I'm leaving the country forever.
Ditto.
That is fucking ridiculous. Alright, let's start it off. Alright. So, Nico, what was your favorite part about the show? You remember when
know
Vince
what?
McMahon showed up? He opened
Yeah,
the show?
no,
Yeah.
I saw that. I will say, Vince McMahon. It's been a while since I've seen him at Lively because I've been mostly watching newer WWE,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't really had time to go back. And man, he is as heelish as ever. Now he does a really great job. I mean, he's lively. He knows exactly what to say. He's got his no tolerance policy.
Yeah, he's no more Mr. Nice Guy anymore.
Nope, never Mr. Nice Guy. And you know what? I mean, that's the truest Mr. McMahon. That's the truest Vince McMahon. It's always good to see it on TV, just not outside of TV.
Mm-hmm. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, he's like, I hate the fans. They're all meanies. And now, you know what? I'm going to do me. Not for the crowd no more. I'm done with Shawn Michaels. I think he's lame. And I'm like, why is he mad at Shawn Michaels? What? We missed out on that.
I don't know. Yeah. Did anyone do any research on why he's mad at Shawn Michaels?
I think it's
Of
better
course
that we
not.
Excellent.
I
We,
refuse. I will never do any research for this show.
I might here and there. I think I did research on the segment last week for Triple H and the Big Show, but that was it. And that was only because I was kind of confused. Actually, I saw the clip from before first, and I was confused on who was the heel. And I watched their segment this week, and I figured it out.
Nice.
Okay, so we start off with a match with Shawn Michaels coming out and Kane.
Yep. Kane is Vince's boy, I guess.
Yep. Kind of not. He's more of his boy than Shawn Michaels is.
Yeah.
They get in the ring, they're about to go, and Vince McMahon takes the mic from Lillian Garcia, and he basically goes, "Oh, by the way, the stipulation is if Shawn Michael does a super kick in this match, he will be disqualified and taken out of the Elimination Chamber."
No.
Everybody
have-
flips out,
Yeah.
even Shawn Michaels.
Well, they don't even tell him about the elimination chamber till later. They're just like, if he uses the kick, it's over. He's DQ'd, and he's like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna use the kick. And then Vince's like, no, you're gonna get taken out of the elimination chamber. He's like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, just again, smarmy Vince stuff. And just, I mean, right now, the only person who's you're focusing on is just, man, Vince is such an asshole. But, and then the match begins.
Then the match
Yeah.
begins. Yeah.
Yeah, this shit sucked.
Yeah, this. Now, I love Shawn Michaels. I was thoroughly bored throughout this 15-minute match.
I
Well,
thought it was
15-minute
fine.
match.
Well,
It was
I-
okay, but
the
this was.
crowd- The crowd, I think, was with you on that. Sean did get a holy shit chant for like a suicide dive after kicking Kane over the rope, which happens every 30 seconds in a wrestling match now. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
standards must have been the damn floor. But yeah, this shit sucked. I don't know if they want to talk through it, but it was bad.
I guess there was just a few points of interest. There was the it's like when Shawn Michaels went to go talk to Vince, he's like, "I've given you everything. I'm giving you everything." And I didn't really catch what Vince said, but one of the announcers made it clear that he says, "Not enough."
Wow.
which that got a bit of a smug.
You know
That was
what?
pretty
So I'm
full
looking
on.
at something. And it says they're doing a story built off the Montreal Screwjob. It's a little late.
Oh,
I
what?
think it's a little late for that.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine, I guess.
9 years
It's
ago.
doesn't Hitman don't come till 2010? Like, what the fuck are they doing?
No, because yeah,
Yeah, no, I
it'd be
know.
like that.
Yeah, well, I guess there you go. Vince is vindictive. It's been fucking what, almost a decade since that happened at this recording.
Yeah.
Still pissed about it.
Well,
The only things I wanted to highlight about this match have little to do with the match itself. First, Vince calls Shawn's move a super kick. I didn't know WWE ever used the term.
yeah.
I've got Jerry Lawler saying there's probably only one person being amused by this match. I agree. He was referring to Vince, but he's still probably right.
Mm-hmm.
This was a Randy Orton ass match, if I've ever seen one. My guy was probably in the back losing his mind.
All right, hear me out though.
Um,
But Randy's dropping bangers on SmackDown. Go.
And I don't know if anybody else caught this, but at one point Kane bounces off the rope and then just does like a slow swag walk up to Shawn before he hits the leg drop. I'm trying to find this in the actual video, but like I don't understand what he's attempting to do here, but it's just incredible stuff. My man hits the gritty on the way to hit a leg drop. It's fantastic.
Good quality stuff.
Gotta love it. So we have we started doing star ratings. What would you give your star rating of this? I'd give it like I'll put like a 1.5.
So, 5-star rating, like Wrestling
Yeah.
Observer rating.
Yeah, if you want, or you could break the mold and be 10 stars, and then I'll just kill you.
Well, I'm not afraid of you killing me. I think the 5 stars is the most convenient for wrestling fans. I'd say 2. I think it's basic. I think it did what it was supposed to do, but it's nothing happened in actual match. It is. I think the big deal at the time is these are 2 big stars starting up the night in a pretty lengthy match.
Yeah.
So I think that's, if I was watching at the time, I'd probably be a little more lenient, give it a 3 maybe. But going back, it did what it had to do. 2.5.
All right. What do you think, Martin?
Yeah, 1.5. I agree. It told the story it needed to, but both of these guys can do more, even for a TV match.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Then we get that promo for Triple H versus Big Show. I guess we're having that at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, what? You didn't like 7 foot tall, 500 pounds of confidence? You didn't like that tagline?
Oh, that
You
was
know. Come on.
that was bad. God.
Big Show looks awful at this point in time.
Oh,
by the way.
he looks like Bray Wyatt now, dude. He is so disheveled. He looks so unfit, and looks like he just does not want to be there.
Wow, he's the
And
World
this-
Tag Team Champion.
In this promo, he just looked like sad. I agree. It looked like he didn't want to be there, and he was nervous about it.
Yeah.
And he'd
Like,
been
I-
on TV for, what, a decade at this point?
Yeah.
He must have been going through a bad time or something, but yikes.
I believe
Glad
this
he's better
was-
now.
Yeah, I believe this was definitely when he was going through a bad time.
Yeah, so then we go backstage with Vince, and Todd's just like, come on, Vince, what's going on here? And Vince is like, I'm going to make Shawn the number 1 entrant in the chamber. Like, who cares? But okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get Mr. Gregory Helms, not the Hurricane. We get Gregory Helms, and he's very mad at Jerry Lawler. He's like, how could you make fun of me during the Hurricane? I'm a serious guy. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I don't. What are they trying to do here? Like, I don't know if I was I think I was supposed to agree with Jerry Lawler here, and I did because Helms comes out, does like a just dog shit promo for about 3 minutes, and then Jerry Lawler, the commentator, shows up to just dog him out completely. First of all, Helms looks 2006 as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
My first
Oh,
note.
Guy
that
had the frosted
earring.
tips.
But he, in
Frosted
3 different
Jerry.
ways, very nervously
White
says,
shirt.
I'm going to shut you up, Jerry Lawler. And then Lawler comes out showing absolutely no fear, tells him Mother Nature is the problem. People are sick of hurricanes. Good line, Jerry. I'm sure you thought of that one for a while. The crowd just does not care at all.
Nope.
Helms's best line is, if anybody should be made fun of for looking ridiculous, it's you. He sells it like this is the best line in the world. I don't think anybody made a sound. Lawler finishes with, you're not a hurricane, you're not even a tropical depression, you are just a guy who sucks. He's
Wow.
correct.
That was a killer line.
Helms slaps Lawler and then gets his ass beat. Jerry Lawler challenges him at Revolution. Then we go to commercial.
Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ. Why?
Jerry Lawler wrestling in 06.
Probably he's just like, Vince, I need a break for commentary. Let me do a match.
Please.
Please. I don't know about that. Please. Maybe I'll say puppies a couple more times every night. All right, fine. You're in, bud.
Yeah. So then we.
Because even they pushed the fucking puppies line. God.
Oh, yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
So, and then we have like a full straight hour of just Vince hating women. It was pretty wild. It was just like we get the Mickey James coming in, and he's like, "Wow, do you just kiss her on holidays, or is?" And then Kurt Angle or Daivari comes in, and he goes, "My Kyoto, my Kyoto."
Oh yeah, Hebby Daivari.
And Vince's like, "You do not yell at me. I don't even know who you are."
Yo, you mean at Daivari?
Yes, at
not Kurt
Daivari.
Angle.
Then Kurt just starts yelling about just a bunch of nonsense, and he goes, "Screw the troops! I hate John Cena." And Vince's like, "How could you say that?"
Yeah, no. I have to say, it's like he did such a good job at the beginning of the show, being like, "I'm the biggest piece of shit imaginable. I fucking am only there for myself," and then here he is defending the troops.
Yep.
Oh,
Like-
this was 2006.
It was, but it's like he could have been like more neutral about it, been like, if that's what you think, that's what you think. But no, he's totally like, I think the troops will like to see you get your ass kicked. And it's like, dude, yeah, you're trying to be the most despised man. And this is a man who will fucking blow himself up in a car, okay? I don't fucking buy that he would not go to these lanes. It's just, it's just the one minor inconsistency is he's got to defend the troops.
Yeah, and then we got Kurt just saying, "I'm gonna make him bleed so bad, you're gonna have to personally drive him to the hospital." And it's like, I just want to see someone bleed. I don't care who it is.
They were horny as hell when they were talking about this.
Yeah. Jesus, yeah, they were. Man, they had such a horny look in their eyes.
And then Kurt said he wants to make John Cena tap out. And I don't think that's how you win the match, but
Yeah, Kurt, he likes to go all out.
absolutely. So we go from one, really bad segment to another really bad segment as they recap the kiss, and Lawler's probably losing his shit on commentary.
Shit.
And then they go from that to Trish Stratus running up and down steps.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the kiss that we're talking about.
Oh, sure, yeah.
This is the start of an angle between Mickey James and Trish, wherein Mickey James is a lesbian stalker, basically.
One of the most classic storylines.
That last week put a mistletoe over Trish Stratus because it was Christmas and then kissed her. And Trish maybe into it, ? I don't know. She seems uncomfortable. Maybe she actually likes it because all women are also gay, according to, I'm guessing, Vince, who wrote the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what he's on about. Mickey James is trying to see Trish naked in any way she can. And Trish is probably bad with it, but keeps giving looks at the camera like, maybe this is cool. This shit sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we get the Trish running up and down stairs, and Todd Gresham comes in and goes, How'd that kiss make her feel? Did it make you uncomfortable? And she's just like, yeah, dude, that was very, very weird. I'm going to go take a shower, and she just, like, leaves.
She's also running up and down about half a flight of stairs, which is like 8 stairs, and she's got eyeliner on.
She's fine.
Yeah, that's just how you go up 8 flights of stairs in 2006.
Such a weird thing. And then just, like, immediately cuts to the kiss cam, and we're just...
Hell yeah, this was my favorite segment of the night.
Just watching Maria go like, oh my god, look at the kiss! And then nothing else, and then just kissing for, like, what, 3 minutes?
It's a while. Like I thought they were at commercial or somebody went home too early or what. But this was like a 10-15 minute segment, which I didn't think they would ever give women.
Yeah.
Tony Khan would certainly never, but
Yeah, Tony Khan also hates women. No.
Was this 920 at this time? It could have been.
Yeah, I will say again. I think the segment and the match were probably my favorite parts of this whole night.
You're a menace.
Yeah. But you know what? It's like it's been so long since I've seen one of these fucking angles, and
Nico
I think
hates women.
after the-
Nico hates women.
how dare you? Hey, don't you call me Tony Khan? Okay, but all right. So the kiss cam thing, it goes on for a while. The audience are kissing. Yeah, a nice touch, I guess. All of a sudden, boom, music hits. You got
I
Victoria.
ain't the lady to mess with. Woo!
Woo! You got Victoria. You got
That's the theme
Candice
right
Michelle. Yeah, I heard it. And other girl who I don't remember.
It's Candice Michelle, Tori Wilson, and Victoria.
Oh, it's Tori Wilson.
Yeah,
Fuck
with the
did I not
dog.
notice?
Come on,
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. Come on.
I actually didn't know because I was watching it on Chinese
Oh.
bootlegs.
You can't say that. You can't. Nico,
our
Censor.
sponsor, Bed Bath and Beyond, would be
What?
livid.
Hey, I bought that DVD from Toronto and Chinatown. I have the right to say it. I put physical dollars on it. It is legal.
my gosh, yeah. So Victoria comes out and she gets on the mic and goes, "Did you have a good New Year, Maria?" And then she like goes like, "Yeah. And she's like, "Are you stupid? I had a terrible good New Year." And it's like, why'd you say that?
I laughed so hard. Well, I mean, come on. You can visually see why she had a bad New Year.
Yeah, and she got like a neck brace, I guess, because of Carlito. We
Yeah,
don't know why. We didn't see a recap.
Yeah,
so-
that was kind of weird. It was Carlito. Also, she had tell your what the white shirt with tell your boyfriend I said thanks.
You see, because they
Yeah,
were the
that shirt
Vince's
ruled.
angels.
Yeah. Oh, and then she had the very pink pants with what looked like a weapon holster.
Oh, my bad. Vince's Devils was their group.
And no, Maria was just hilariously bad. It's like this is like fucking grating. He's like, you did have fun, and she's making those faces, and it's like, God dang. And fucking Victoria, she's kind of trying, but you could tell she knows this is dog shit.
Yes.
Ever the professional.
Yeah. So Victoria kicks her and goes, "You're having a match with me," and then Maria just rolls her up and wins in like less than a minute. Dog
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, hold on. How could you? Did you not?
Oh,
love
the dog?
spot where I think Tori Wilson put the dog's ass in in Maria's face.
That was disgusting.
That was so bad. It was like, are you kidding me? Like, God. But you know what? And they just beat on Maria. Victoria beats on Maria. She beats on Maria. Maria gets the lucky pin and she wins.
Yeah. Crowd starts chanting "whore" to Victoria.
Which it's not nice, by the way.
Can't say that.
Yeah, Victoria is a nice lady sometimes. Not in this segment, but
All right, Martin. What do you think about that match? You love these type of matches.
I mean, like, there was an attempt at a surfboard. So, like Nico said, Victoria, I think, tries somewhat to some
Yes.
extent. Even her clearly not giving a shit is by far the most talented actual worker and probably promo in this whole segment.
Oh yeah, Victoria's mad underrated.
They had nothing here. Maria doesn't know what she's doing. She's wrestling in like, fancy shirt pants and bare feet.
No
They
shoes.
no shoes. They get a minute, and this is all to set up.
hold on. We forgot to mention after the match, they beat her up. They rip off her fancy shirt, and they rip off the very mini skirt, which you can see a number of times when she's like kicking when they're holding her. You can see her panties. They take that off too. Then Ashley comes in. She gets her shit wrecked. Victoria and her buddies go down, to which Vince says very softly and very creepily, it's like, I think, to like Ashley, I think, and I think we need to have all you gold in the first ever bra and panty gauntlet match.
Vince starts explaining the concept of this match in that soft way that you would explain something to like a child or a dog. It takes 3 minutes for him to explain the concept of a bra and panties gauntlet match.
Oh my
And it's
God.
during a commercial break, by the way, that they then show as like part of the, oh, this is what you get if you pay for WWE Extra or whatever.
Pay $30
You get to
for this
see-
pay-per-view, please.
Yeah, and I agree with Nico. I have literally written as a note, Vince announces a bra and panties gauntlet in the most creepy fucking way I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, he is fucking mast erect at this point. There's no fucking way he isn't. It's like fucking creepy, dude. And he's like staring him down, and especially with the stuff we know now. It's like, this is fucking creepy.
Oh, speaking of stuff we know now, there's a recap segment later that hits even worse than it did when it was written, but we'll get to that.
Sweet. And then to keep the boner train going, because can't get enough of this, we cut to Trish taking a shower and Mickey stealing her towel, and she's like, "Hey, where's my towel at?" And she's like, "Come on, I want to apologize to you. Just let me apologize to you." And she goes, "Okay, I guess I have to now." And Trish just opens up the thing, and she's like, "I'm sorry, Trish. Here's your towel." "Wow, Trish, nice boobs," and walks away. And Trish's like, "What the fuck?"
He's not kidding. That's basically the whole segment.
Yeah.
That is.
Again, dog shit.
Yeah.
Wow, nice
Did,
boobs.
I
did
mean-
you know all gay women are predators? Thanks,
Oh
Vince.
no.
I did not. Well, hey, maybe it's only all gay women in wrestling. Just as bad.
And then we got a promo of the night after that.
Thank fucking God, finally a good segment. Like a segment that's good for the right reasons on this damn show. It's been like an hour and a half.
I'm gonna have Nico post this one up. I need Nico to talk about this for me. Tell me about it.
Which one? What?
Did you get the did you get the segment on your Chinese
don't-
bootleg?
I don't know. What was the segment?
Ric Flair's
The
Road
Edge
Rage.
segment.
Oh, Edge one. Yes. Oh,
Oh my god.
fucking okay. Edge. It's probably the best thing I've seen all night, legitimately, on this fucking show. That Ric Flair fucking road rage segment was
Shit.
awesome. How dare you?
No, I'm just looking up. Apparently that did happen.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at TMZ article from 2005.
Oh my god, that's.
Oh, that's a
crazy.
real thing that
Yeah,
he's
Yeah, those are like they were
And
showing
they-
his mugshot.
yeah,
Ric
they
Flair,
put on
Ultimate
TV.
Party.
Yeah, and fucking, Edge comes out, and Edge, by this point, he's a fucking star, like, and everybody fucking loves seeing him. Lita's fucking great, and they just rip on. And we cut to apparently the road rage footage, like right as it happened. Edge is dressed up as Ric Flair. He's got the wig. He's got like I think it's a white and red like robe, and he's clearly got no pants on because you can see his leg while he's kicking him. So he's in wrestling gear just to make this happen. And he's just going, "Nature boy, what? Somebody's coming!" And he's just going fucking crazy, and he fucking pulls this guy over, and this dude is like, "Oh my gosh, Ric Flair! I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. It's like, don't you know who I am? I'm Ric Flair." And he just pulls this guy out of the car. And I think my
No.
favorite.
Yeah, hold on, the guy getting his ass beat. I knew it was him because I saw him job out to Mark Henry like on the next day, but that's Robert Stone.
Oh, it's Robert Stone.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he looks so different. All right, I loved how this fucking dude, who's getting his ass kicked, is of course wearing a rated R shirt.
I love you, Edge. Please stop killing me. I'm Ric Flair. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, he's like,
Woo!
No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. And he just Robert Stone, I guess, keeps just begging Ric Flair not to hurt him. How Ric Flair's just giving him the good old chop to the chest. He gets him down. He's like, woo! He insults him a little more, puts him in the figure four leg lock, and Robert Stone is just screaming.
In the middle of a street.
Yep, in the middle. Not even a street. It was like the fucking freeway or like one of those interstate like roads, man. It was like I was dying. This was actually the best one, maybe second best, because I did love the Rhea Victoria segment.
Stop.
No, okay, so we cut back to like Edge and Lita, and he's basically calling Ric Flair a disgrace to the championship and how he's going to take it back as the rightful man for the job, and Ric Flair starts rolling out for the beatdown.
Ric Flair looks awful here.
Yeah.
He looks almost as bad here in 2006 as he does now. He is not moving well. He almost falls over like 10 times.
Yeah.
But he starts beating down Edge on the ramp, throws him in the ring, get a little bit of back and forth. Flair's about to hit a figure four on Edge, but then Lita jumps on his back, at which point Edge flees. Ric Flair just sort of throws her over his back, and then puts a figure four on Lita as Edge runs away. And then the segment ends like every WWE segment or wrestling segment ever, where the people who just got beat up are outside the ring yelling, and the guy in the ring is yelling at them, being like, "Come here, please." And they go, "No." Then they scurry away.
Yep.
Banger segment.
Yep. Second best second minute of the night.
Watch this if you can. Edge, Ric Flair shrieking in the middle of a freeway as a man is in a figure four.
Yep.
Edge absolutely wrote this, like, that part of the segment, or he just went out and did it himself and they accepted the footage. This is not how WWE writes things. This has to be Edge just being a weird motherfucker.
Yeah, well, he probably definitely had more say, though. I mean, the writers are definitely a lot different than the ones we see. But yeah, no, this definitely was a heavy influence on Edge. I could see him dying to get a chance to dress as Ric Flair and be a complete idiot out on the road.
I think the wild part is that Flair was still like due back in court like the week after this, so he wasn't even done with this.
You're right. Oh my God, you're right.
It's Jeff Hardy.
It's supposed to be. It's like 10 days later. Oh my God. That's great.
Yeah, apparently it says the man claims that Flair got out of his car, grabbed him by the neck, and then kicked his door of his Toyota 4Runner. The driver told police that Flair left 2 bruises on his neck and a dent in the door. I wonder if he ever got like charged with anything. Probably not.
Oh, this was also when Ric Flair was apparently going through yet another divorce because Edge says, "You're having a brutal divorce, and I hope your ex-wife takes everything."
No, I think Lita says, I hope your ex-wife takes everything."
Yeah, she does, because then the crowd starts chanting "slut" at her.
Oh, of course they did. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, for those listeners, you're gonna have to get used to the crowd chanting "whore" and "slut" at almost every woman. 2006 is a rough time to be a woman.
It's still last note I have on this has nothing to do with really anything. The Peacock closed captioning censors the word crap.
Peacock has a tough time with captions, I swear. It doesn't know like half the time. It captioned the ref at some points. It was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I don't remember Jerry Lawler saying that.
Yeah, they get out of order a lot.
Yeah.
But, for what it was, it worked okay. This is my review of the Peacock closed captioning. Make sure to put that in the YouTube short or whatever.
Bring back the network. Bring back the network.
Yes, obviously. That's just implied. But
so next we get a backstage thing with or not backstage, just a video saying, "Hey, Stacy Keibler, gonna be on Dancing with the Stars. Are you excited?" I don't think anyone's excited. I don't think anyone cares.
I don't know. I feel like a few people might have cared, but she is definitely going to be out the door pretty soon at this point. Because as soon as she goes there and she talks to some of the other celebrities on that show, I mean, she's gone. It's probably which is sad because I don't know about you guys, but when back in the day, me and all my friends, we all had wrestling women crushes, and they're all different. And I had Stacy, so it's sad to see her go.
I'm sorry, Nico. I'm sorry.
It's okay. She's a Hall of Famer apparently this year, so.
Is she? Yeah. This year?
Yeah. That's the Mick Foley said that Stacy Keibler asked him to induct her.
What the hell? Well, I guess we'll have to see if that actually comes to fruition because I haven't heard nothing.
Yeah, that's what I.
Oh no, it says March 15th. Keibler was reported to be entering the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congrats. We had
well deserved.
Yeah. All right. What's next? What we got? Oh, Chris Masters versus Shelton Benjamin.
So I didn't see the match.
I don't know what they were going for with this. I'll just run through it real quick. Shelton Benjamin comes out. He's on a losing streak. He looks like he's just dumped at least an entire bottle of water on himself, possibly two. Also, this will be said every time he comes out, but the man has not aged. It's 2006. He looks the same. He's just as ripped now.
Yep.
Um, so he comes out. Chris Masters then comes out and has like this. He has the best entrance on the show. He gets pyro. He gets about a minute to do it. He gets camera like almost like drone style camera angles around like 360 around himself. This is like Lex Luger stuff. He's clearly Vince's wet dream at this point in
He's the
time, dude.
masterpiece.
Yeah, he's like 6'3", 270 or whatever, just clearly steroided out of his mind.
Allegedly.
Yeah, yeah, allegedly. I guess.
Allegedly.
I'm sorry, Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Bed Bath and Beyond's gonna come for our paycheck.
Oh yeah.
The B3 tax.
Yeah. So Chris Masters will be in a title match Sunday in the Elimination Chamber. And so this is a tune-up match for him. But the way this match ends up working out is Shelton Benjamin just kind of beats his ass for the whole thing, even though Masters is the heel and also was in a title match. Shelton just out-athletes him at the start. Matt wrestles him, gets a bunch of near falls with like crucifix pins, things like that. The only offense Chris Masters really gets on Shelton is a clothesline and then some really basic elbow drops and strikes. There's a lot more camera cuts during this match to try to hide how just terrible Chris Masters' strikes are, but even they can't help. Like, there's a foot of distance for what he's throwing at Shelton, who is trying his best, but there's only so much you can do. So Masters takes over with some strikes. Shelton Benjamin then has a comeback, gets a ton of offense in on him. Chris Masters has to put a foot on the rope to break up a pin. Again, this is a guy you're pushing with the entrance he has and is about to be in a title match. I don't know why he's looking so bad against a guy that's on a losing streak. About halfway through the match, Chris Masters is clearly blown up. Shelton's working the whole match by himself at this point. Like, it's late Undertaker era. He just stands in the middle of the ring, and then somebody has to throw themselves bodily at him to take their own bump. And then eventually, Chris Masters just puts Shelton in the master lock, and he stays in the master lock for like 2 minutes. It's not he puts it in, Shelton dies. He takes a long time to eventually pass out, and the match gets called. Chris Masters wins. I mean, like, you can be a bad wrestler, that's fine, but he was just booked to look like shit here, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
But this was, it was what it was.
Yeah, the huge gimmick was that Chris Masters' master lock was unstoppable. If anyone got in that, you're done. I think it took like 2 years before anyone like got out of it.
Which is good, but
it's crazy how big over that like finisher was.
Yeah, they did sell it. Like, I mean, you've spent 2 years just building how fucking devastating this like finisher is. People gonna buy it. I mean, I think everyone forgets Becky Lynch's whole rise to success was basically she kept winning matches every night. She'd have a pretty decent to good match, and she'd win every single match. And the people started following her. They started, really digging her. She started getting over. If you book your people well, they'll get over. If you book them like shit, they won't get over. Same with the moves. If you book the moves like it's the most devastating thing ever, it'll get over.
Yeah, I mean the Master Lock segments do get over. We'll get to those eventually. He's not really too good in the ring right now.
No, he is.
Yeah, he's like 22, I think. I get it, but I don't understand why the booking is you're gonna have this guy get his ass beat for most of it and make him look bad, expose the things he's worst at, but he wins anyway and he's got a title match. So whatever.
Yeah, give him like a 1 star.
Maybe
loves the guy.
Yeah, maybe to give just Shelton Benjamin, like, because you can't have him squash Shelton. Maybe just to give him like, oh look, Shelton's really good and impressive, and Chris was just able to beat him.
So now we got Super Bowl icon, legend. I think he was about to win a title here. The chip got Ben Roethlisberger, and they just talk about how a bunch of weird shit. I didn't really care about it.
Yeah, this whole segment is basically them saying like, listen, wrestling is fake, but wrestlers are real athletes, I swear.
Yeah.
Which is a very strange thing to put on. But yeah, Ben Roethlisberger is here talking about how it was cool that he went to a house show for like 2 minutes.
And then we got another segment, another promo for Nico. we got the big Triple H coming out to the ring. Big H.
Okay.
They fuck up his footage that he asked for, which was very good. Kevin Dunn was on his game.
Oh man. Triple H is honestly, he's fucking good. My God, because I never really watched. Because I guess to give perspective, 2005 was about when I dropped out of wrestling as a kid. Like that's kind of where I stopped, and I didn't really pick it up till like a little bit in 2012, but it wasn't really till 2013, 2014 I got back into it. So I, so it's kind of again I know vaguely about a lot of this. Like I remember like Triple H, the classic 2002, 2005 Reign of Terror of Triple H. Dude, he's awesome. Looks like $1 million with the blonde hair and the fucking mutton chops. And he's just, man, I gotta say, he is so good on the mic, honestly.
It's so bizarre seeing him with long hair nowadays, though.
Yeah. No, not because again, like I said, as a kid, I was used to like he had like I don't know, looked a lot more brunette. I don't know if he dyed or whatever, but it's like blondish with like a dirty blonde, like the old days. And it's so weird. He looks like kind of like more of a I don't know, a little more stockio, muscly Hulk Hogan almost.
It's just such a weird segment too, because so Triple H just starts yelling about, I hurt him, I beat him up, and he can't even handle anything anymore. Show the footage, and then it shows like 5 weeks ago, and it was Triple H just getting yelled at by Big Show, and Triple H is baffled. He goes, that's not what I asked for. But anyway, I like broke his hand.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I saw that segment. So that was my research. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I watched that segment in full.
Mm-hmm.
You could not, if I didn't watch this episode, even you asked me, who's the baby face? I would have said Triple H.
Is he
Like,
not?
no, he's the heel. He is a total heel
What?
after watching tonight. Yeah.
It
No,
didn't seem like that at all.
I know, but no. Because, like, yeah, I watched back then. I'm like, dude, he's got to be the face, right? He has to be. And then I watched tonight, and he's just doing too much heel shit tonight. I'm like, oh, he's supposed to be the heel? Because he's not. Because, like, that contract signing was basically this. Triple H comes out, and he's like, you just keep making things personal, and I'm just not going to take it. Well, basically, something like that. And, like, he's like, and he's just insulting Big Show. And he's like, you know what, Big Show? You're like all those basketball players, and I could beat up all of those basketball players. He said it a lot better than I could, but
He tried his best, and then
yeah. And Big Show's like, you gotta remember who you're talking to. And he's like, he goes up, he's like, I don't need any backup because you're just and he basically just called him a fat, tall man.
So Kane is a heel aligned with Vince to help him beat up Shawn, but Big Show is the face getting beat up by Triple H, and they're the tag team champs.
Yes.
Okay.
And so they got in a brawl after Triple H said that. Triple H pokes him in the head with like a pen, starts beating on him. He kind of comes back. Big Show rolls out. Triple H gets the sledgehammer that he hid under the contract signing table, which I will say, this is a nice detail about that contract signing. Jonathan Coachman did state both of them read it in the back. So it wasn't completely fucking stupid, because you know how sometimes WWE will go like, oh, didn't you read the contract?
They never knew.
And it's like, oh, and you get that like stipulation. No, they made sure to tell you they both read it in the back. They both know what's in it.
Fair enough.
Which, nice touch. And then, I think, yep, then he takes a sledgehammer and he plows it down, which is the footage you see on the hand.
Cut back to today, and he's just got this huge cast on his arm. He comes out and he goes, I hate you, Triple H. I'm going to kill you. And Triple H grabs a chair and just Big Show cleans that chair in half. Just and then he punches the desk, and that desk implodes too. And Triple H is like, I got to get the fuck out of here, man. This is scary.
He also punches a monitor that Tripp's about to throw at him, and it explodes and then starts smoking. I thought this bit was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that looks
giant
so
club
good.
Big Show is just wrecking everything. And commentary is selling like, Triple H fucked up. He just gave Big Show a weapon. Because this cast on Big Show's hand is comically big. Like, I know Big Show in general is comically huge, but this is He does have. They describe it as just a sledgehammer on his hand now. So
No.
this bit was really good. I like this a lot. This worked for me.
Yeah, this was so much better. Like I said, at the contract signing, he looked miserable. He looked balding. He looked fucking way too fat, and he just reminded me of Bray Wyatt today. He was just miserable. This segment made Big Show look like a fucking machine. This was good.
Next segment, you get the SmackDown rebound where Melina says, Batista is a sexual predator.
Yeah, she said. Yeah, she's like Batista's a sexual predator that used his power as champion to force himself on me. I'm going to sue him for sexual harassment, and I believe that she's supposed to be the heel here.
Yes,
and they
this?
they recap
Melina.
Batista saying, "Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine."
Yeah,
So this segment is just Vince McMahon talking about all the things he actually did to actual people, but he's really cool actually, and they're stupid and had it come in.
Oh my God.
I'll give you a quick recap. So on the SmackDown after this Raw, they have Batista speak to the press about it, and Mark Henry also aligned himself with Eminem, and he hates Batista. And Mark Henry becomes Melina's bodyguard to keep him, keep Batista the predator away from her.
Mm-hmm.
And she cuts this promo in the middle of the ring, and the crowd's calling her a slut. And yes, she is the heel in the situation. And then Batista gets injured at a house show and he drops the belt. He beat the allegations.
What the fuck?
Yep, Batista's not going to be champ for much longer.
Huh?
Spoiler. But you guys don't watch SmackDown anyway.
Nope. I don't watch. I already have to watch SmackDown. I can't watch more SmackDown.
SmackDown bad, am I right?
Absolutely.
Imagine not being Raw down. Then we get Mama Benjamin showing up with Sheldon.
Yes.
And Sheldon's like, I'm sorry,
They're the best
Mom,
segment.
I'm just not that good right now. And she's like, I didn't raise a weak guy. How could you say this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to set you straight. Get to the
Benjamins
shower.
never lose.
Get to the shower. Get to the shower. You stink.
Awesome. Now, I didn't know this was around Shelton Benjamin's mama thing. I'm excited.
I need Martin's take on this because I'm sure he has 10 pages of notes for that.
I have 4 notes. The last one says Vince loves a stereotype, huh?
Yes.
So
yes.
Yet another segment Vince wrote for himself. What a vile man. I have nothing else. This shit sucks. Sorry to bring it down constantly, but
I can't believe it. I can't believe
Look, I got a lot of notes about the next match. It's
Okay.
fine. I'll bring it back.
Do you want to host the next match? We got First Blood, John
Jesus
Cena, the
Christ.
WWE champion versus Kurt Angle with
Prince
Davari.
Victoria looks so big in this footage.
Oh, because it's create a character. $70.
$70, Christ. Okay.
Well,
Alright.
dude, this is the podcast, which means start sending us money. No, I'm kidding.
No, the SoundCloud will be like, what are they
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, listen, Bed Bath & Beyond, you need to hook my guy up with a copy of WWE 2K23.
Listen, I would love to get sponsored by Game Pass and or Mountain Dew. I support you forever and ever. Daddy Phil,
I'll
please
take-
save me.
I'll take any sponsorships. I don't even care if it's a scam. Just give me some money already.
Yo, shout out to Cummins Trucks. Godzilla.
Cummins
Shout out Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Anyway, so we have a First Blood match on Raw, which is weird because I think this is about the time they're starting to pivot to wear PG now, and please give
No,
us
we got another
money.
2 years.
But they're sponsored by BK and Snickers already.
yeah, they love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I also
tastes out the
2006
thing.
Burger King was goated. What the fuck happened to them?
Bad decisions.
They got rid of the crown tenders and the trans fats.
Yeah,
I'm still mad about it.
I
anyway.
am too.
Listen to our bonus show when Bed Bath & Beyond gives us money at our fast food tier list, where we just complain about how things used to be better 12 years ago.
This
Anyway,
is true. This is
16 years ago, actually. Jesus.
17.
Anyway, I'll be dead soon. Okay, so First Blood match. John Cena, the champion with the spinner belt, comes out first. He's getting a mixed reaction already by this point in time. The John Cena sucks as his theme is playing hasn't started yet. Not so much here because with his music playing, you can't really hear the dichotomy, but there's already the deeper boos, higher voices cheering for him at this point in time. Commentary keeps saying over this, and over the course of the match, the loser needs to, quote, bleed profusely, end quote. So clearly Vince is just shouting at them in their ears to try to get them to use the words bleed profusely.
Yeah, that's a
So,
very Vince McMahon word, profusely.
so he comes out, he has the mic, he starts to do a rhyming promo. I wouldn't really call it a rap, but if you want to, that's fine. Talking about several of his opponents in the chamber match. He talks about Chris Masters. Chris Masters, we're informed, is stupid and his dick is smaller than an iPod
His
Nano.
masterpiece is smaller than an iPod Nano.
Carlito's up next. He says Carlito has, and I quote, nappy roots. I don't know if you're allowed to say that or not.
God, that's hard to say, man. Holy
Cena,
shit.
please. Why?
See, I didn't see that fucking part, but isn't this the same time where fucking Vince McMahon drops the bomb?
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We are also informed that Carlito goes home and bites pillows. I think that refers to getting fucked in the ass. I'm
Yes.
not sure.
Yes.
So another epic line finishes off with he has 70s porn star pubes.
Mhm.
So thank you, John.
Thank you for being so 2006 and 2006.
Yeah, epic gamer humor all over the place here.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Kurt Angle. John Cena is also very angry at Kurt for what he said about the troops. We're never informed what he said. We just know it's bad.
Well, he said
He
screw the
he
troops.
said screw the troops. That's it. That's all he said.
The best line in this whole bit is they found Saddam in a hole. Kurt, I shoved Davari up yours. Which I think was a pretty good bit. Kurt Angle and Davari come out and are extremely mad. The match starts during commercial, which is, I don't know if that was common for 06 Raw, but it's not something I'm used to. Kurt is hitting 4 Germans. The crowd is super amped about this match, and they stay amped the whole time, which was nice to see. I don't know, shout out to them for getting the energy up after some of the just mess of a show this was. It's a no DQ match. Davari takes off the turnbuckle pad, so the idea being John Cena will smack Kurt Angle into the turnbuckle, break his forehead open, and make him bleed. So he works him over, tries to hit him into the turnbuckle. Cena fights him off. Davari pulls John Cena's legs down to help Kurt Angle cheat. The crowd is very excited about that. Again, very much an adult crowd is all about Kurt Angle at this point. More back and forth. Kurt Angle is back body dropped over the top rope. Eventually, Davari comes around behind John Cena with Kurt's gold medal wrapped around his fist, punches Cena with it in the forehead a bunch. They're clearly working the forehead and trying to bust him open there. Back in the ring, Kurt hits a suplex to a massive pop, more working the forehead with strikes on the ground, throws him into the exposed turnbuckle. We get an extended 30-second spot where John Cena is on the ground with his hands on his forehead, and we are building up, is he bleeding or is he not? We find out he is not yet. Kurt Angle, again, very upset that John Cena's forehead will not break open, puts the straps down, angle slam, the Kurt Angle, goes out, grabs a chair. Cena ducks a chair shot, and this makes Angle just throw the chair, I guess, for some reason. Cena does sort of. He doesn't have his full comeback yet, but he hits the shoulder tackles, grabs the chair. Davari jumps on him from behind. Angle again takes over, keeps working the forehead. Eventually get into the angle lock. The commentary mentions he cannot win with this, but he's trying to weaken Cena. Cena eventually gets out by doing the thing where they flip over, push the other guy, and push Kurt Angle away with their leg. Angle was crashing into the ref. John Cena grabs either the same chair or a different chair. Kurt Angle does the Ric Flair Jeff Jarrett thing where he throws himself to the ground and starts begging off. Davari again runs in from behind Cena, jumps on him, strikes so Kurt can grab the chair, hits Cena in the head with it, works the forehead, and Cena at this point is now bleeding. And the crowd can see it, but the ref is down at this point. So Kurt has not yet won, even though he has technically won this match. Kurt realizes the ref is dead, decides to put in more offense, gets Cena up in the fireman's carry, teases the AA. Cena reverses it to the STFU. Davari drags the ref over because we now see on hard cam Kurt Angle is tapping out. However, John Cena is bleeding. Now, also, John Cena's blood is dropping onto Kurt Angle's head. So the finish I thought was going to happen is that Kurt would lose because the ref would think he was the one bleeding because he's bedraggled at this point. But apparently this ref is a genius and can ID the scar wound on Cena's head, even though both are covered in blood at this point.
Oh, you know.
Kurt Angle is declared the winner because Cena is bleeding, even though Kurt Angle is tapping. So I believe what they're trying to get at is really both of them won. But what actually happened is Kurt Angle just beat your champion. After this, Cena begins to get offense in on Angle and Daivari. Carlito and Chris Masters then come out of the back, knock him down. They let Kurt put Cena in the angle lock for a bit, help him out. But then eventually Chris Masters puts the master lock on Kurt. Carlito goes to beat up Daivari. Kane's music hits. He comes in, choke slams Masters and Carlito. Big boot Cena. Another choke slam to Daivari. Shawn Michaels comes in from somewhere, hits the sweet chin music on Kane. Tries to hit Cena. Cena ducks. F you. You'd think this is where the show ends, but I don't know if they went home too early or what was supposed to happen here, but there's a good 5 minutes of just stalling at this point where everybody's in the ring selling what's happened to them. John Cena is bleeding and trembling, staring right at the camera for about 4 minutes. We're showing replays, commentaries talking about nothing.
They're just dead.
So eventually they finally get to 11 p.m. or whatever. We hit our out time. Everybody is down in and outside the ring. Elimination Chamber on Sunday. Please buy it, folks. This match was fine.
Yeah, it was
Both
fun.
could do better, but the crowd was excited about it. I don't think it needed to be as overbooked as it was, but again, it did what it needed to do. Both can do better, but it's a Raw main event.
Yeah,
Not gonna get-
Angle fucking rocks, dude. Love the guy. Just so good at everything he does, and I'm so happy. It's also kind of crazy that we see John Cena lose around this time. Big deal,
Yeah,
especially when he's the champ.
He loses in the strongest fucking way possible. He loses tapping out Kurt Angle.
I really thought it was going to be the haha, Kurt cheated, here's his comeuppance. John Cena's blood on Kurt Angle's head would trick the ref and Cena would win. But yeah, Cena losing is important, I guess, but they still had to have him get the visual tap.
Yeah, very iconic, though, that fucking image. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see, right?
Yeah, phenomenal camera work here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very un-Kevin Dunn like.
And then after the show, you guys don't know this, but they decided to have a dark match. After all that dying in the ring, they had John Cena come back out and defend the championship against Kurt Angle and Triple H in a triple threat match.
Cool.
How the fuck did they do that? Also, why? Why would they do that like 2 in a row? Like Kurt versus John, then do John versus Kurt again.
Why not?
Yeah, but it's the people at the Continental Airlines Arena needed a show.
Yeah. What a show. I give that like a D. Shit sucked.
Really?
Yeah. D plus. How about that? D plus? Because the main event was good, but everything else was bad.
Hey.
Except for the Triple H promo and the Ric Flair promo.
Yeah.
Saved
Now
it.
I'd give it between a D plus and C minus. You know, I'll be nice. I'll be the nice guy this time. I'll give it a C minus. You know, I'd rather watch this than SmackDown. But like, yeah, a lot of it wasn't good. But you had the great Maria Victoria segment. You had great. Yeah, shit. You had the great Edge segment dressed up as Ric Flair. I thought Vince McMahon was entertaining. Shelton Benjamin's mama was great, and yeah, you had a great main event to really shut it out. But yeah, I'm excited to watch New Year's Revolution. I think the card's actually pretty decent, and I think it's going to be a captivating watch.
We got Raw down.